Welcome to Career Bits, the official podcast of the Charlotte University Career Center. I'm Jay.
And I'm Madison.
Indeed. Welcome, Madison, the new host and producer of Career Bits.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you're going to be having us.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have run this podcast now for a year. So thank you to everyone who's been with us. And if you're new to Career Bits, thanks so much for downloading us and checking us out, whether you're listening on Apple or Spotify or you're watching it on YouTube and listening that way. We really appreciate it. One of the biggest pieces of feedback we took from last year Career Bits, Madison, was the podcast where we had students on were always the most popular things. I mean, duh, right? Because it makes sense.
We're amazing.
And I was presenting at a state conference, and one of the people in the crowd asking questions said, have y'all ever thought about just having a student host? And I was like, I have now. So we have this cool program at Charlotte called the University Professional Internship Program, UPIP for short. Yes. And so I convinced my boss to, hey, let me have a UPIP for Career Bits. And then that is when you entered our lives. So I want you to tell the story of how you found the job and how all that went down.
Well, so I'm originally from Summerville, South Carolina, and I usually come to Charlotte just for vacations. I'm a total adrenaline junkie, love Carowinds. I really wanted to come to the University of Charlotte, or UNC Charlotte, and I was touring it, and I really wanted to have a job here just to make me feel a little bit more at home, because I loved working in public speaking at home, especially with my huge public speaking background. So going through the Niner portal that we have for undergrad students and students on campus, there was Hire a Niner, and that took me directly to the Career Center website where it had jobs hiring, and I put in saying I was an amazing public speaker, and the UPIP job for the podcast popped up, so I clicked on it, and then you asked for an interview, and that's where it all started. Yeah,
to tell my side of that real quick, I was actually working drop-ins with a couple of our career counselors this summer, and one of them was looking through resumes to get approved, because you got to have your resume approved to do stuff on Hire Niner. And the reason for that is not because we're trying to be some big gatekeepers, but we try to make sure that what you're putting out is your best foot forward for our employers. And the feedback from employers is that they really appreciate us doing that. So one of my colleagues said, hey, Jay, here's someone who's specifically interested in Career Bits. And I said, well, how do you know that? And it said in your objective, like, I want to be the Career Bits podcast host. And I said, well, that's worth talking to. Now, the funny part of that is, and we'll tell this part, is we rejected your resume, made you redo it.
Yes, my resume was all sorts of messed up. The format, what it was about. And so I never thought I was going to get an interview, because I was like, oh, I totally just screwed up my resume. And then right above that, hey, we need you to redo your resume, was Jay emailing, hey, let's set up an interview. So I was totally caught off guard.
Yeah, I think one thing to know is we put those gates up to help you get ready for your professional life and all that kind of stuff. But as student employers on campus and things too, we know there's a lot of leeway in that. And we want you to have the experience. But again, that was such an interesting intro. And the one person that had specifically said, yes, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, this is worth it. And I'm not going to lie, we Googled you and saw some of your grand public speaking. So you alluded to that. What was your public speaking background?
Okay, so I love volunteering. That is just a part of my life that I love doing. And I was transferring high schools. I did 2 years at Summerville High School, and in my transfer I decided to do pageants, and not typical toddlers and tiaras where I have to have hair extensions and fake teeth, but scholarship pageants, specifically the Miss America organization. And one of the points that you have to do to be a queen is volunteering. So that really opened up my volunteering aspect to me, and with that came public speaking. Now, I used to hate public speaking, which, talking to me, I love speaking by now, but I had to public speak. So usually I would go on radios and talk about my platform or advocate for a certain platform or even organization, Red Cross, blood drives, all of that. And I'm pretty sure the video you saw was my first year of doing pageants when I was a sophomore, and was so nervous in my bedroom 3 o'clock in the morning having to record it because I was too nervous to do it all day. And it was when I was a little teen, and I was doing public speaking in my bedroom, talking about my platform, and that was really embarrassing because it was the worst public speaking I've done. So for you to hire me upon that was, lucky.
To be fair, I didn't hire you upon that. I decided I wanted to talk to you more upon that, which is a proof to everyone that the stuff you put out on socials, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
People are watching that.
Yeah.
So beware of what's out there. But also, if you do something that makes you look interesting, that's probably going to get someone's attention. And I was like, you know what? That takes a lot to be able to do that. In my many years in higher ed now, I've actually judged pageants before, scholarship pageants and stuff. So I know realistic people when I see it. Just to put it out like that, not say anything about your pageant friends, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And like all three of us watched that and we're like, okay, yeah, she's pretty interesting. Let's bring her in.
Yeah.
And you and I got on a Zoom call and chatted, and next thing was next you were here. And so we're really excited to have you here, though, not only because of your excellent public speaking skills and all of that, but because having the student's personality and point of view on this show has always been chief for us, in addition to exposing you to resources around campus and stuff like that. And so I thought, what better way to do that than not only have a student on, but to have a freshman who wanted to be here, who's really excited about Charlotte and things like that. So I'm going to ask you just some real quick questions that maybe other people should roll around and think about in their head too. And we'll get some feedback. What is like your favorite thing about Charlotte? And I mean specifically the campus, the university environment.
Oh, that's such a hard question, because I chose UNC Charlotte because I just loved the campus. I've always wanted a campus feel, and when you step on campus, you feel like you're at college, and you feel like you're not just a number, you're a student, you're a part of that UNC Charlotte family. But especially the dorm sizes, because I shared a bedroom with my little sister, so I'm so used to sharing spaces, and when most of the dorms, you got your own room, I was ecstatic over. So honestly, I really loved everything about the campus.
Very cool, very cool. And you have an interesting story already about how you've chosen your major path and stuff too, which is obviously a lot of what we focus on here in the Career Center. So do tell that.
Oh man. So I love doing anything and everything. I'm such a busy person. And when I applied to UNC Charlotte, I actually applied for criminal justice. And then I switched it to business. And now I'm finally sticking with one, and that's construction management. And because I want to be an interior designer, I'm super creative, and I've always wanted to do something with my creative side. I just didn't know what. And Charlotte just had a really good program for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of our shining lights and a neat program to have over the College of Engineering. I think what the path you went through over the summer is what a lot of people will spend their freshman year doing.
Yes.
I've told this story before. I majored in 5 things as an undergrad and still graduated in 4 years. So it can happen. The trick is to be intentional about it and do your research. You obviously did your research.
Yes.
The Career Center is here to help you do that as well. So we've got a lot of cool stuff we're going to be talking about. And Madison, you're going to lead us down some real interesting roads this year. But I wanted folks to get to know you here on our kickoff episode for the semester. And if you haven't heard, obviously we've been using terms a little differently around here now. You can just call us Charlotte now. So that we're real excited about that, and all kinds of new logos and branding and all of those things. But really, it's all about encapsulating the growth that this university is having, along with the growth of this city and this region. And just being intentional and being a part of that is exciting. And we've got a really cool new program we're going to talk about, one of my career share colleagues with here, called the Niner Career Challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's bring her in. Happy to welcome onto Career Bits again, Michelle Wan, Job Location Development Specialist with the University Career Center. But Michelle, you are also the architect of a really cool program we are launching called the Niner Career Challenge. What's that all about?
Oh my goodness. So Niner Career Challenge is something brand new for us this year, and it was something that was adapted to our university, and we're very excited to launch it actually today. So students, check your emails because it's in there, as well as all over social media. But the Niner Career Challenge is an opportunity for students to win spring 2022, what are we in? Tuition and fees. And exactly that is a chance up to a $3,500 value by participating in events at the University Career Center. Students, check your emails and be able to go to the career.charlotte.edu/challenge. The challenge is going to give you all the information you need. It's going to take you to a landing page that we've created to show you all the details, who can participate, prize offerings, eligibility. But we have monthly prizes that 3 students each month will be able to win gift cards, as well as the grand prize that will be announced in December based off your participation on events and activities of the University Career Center, which are all listed in the challenge details. And the great thing too, we want to thank our sponsor, FlexCare Medical Staffing. They have been amazing of the people who provided the funds for us to be able to run this challenge this semester for students. And the other great thing, it's open to all UNC Charlotte students. So our undergrads, our grads, Everybody can participate, and you just have to register for the event and be able to start tracking all your details through Hire Niner off of the landing page, checking out all the events. So it is, again, something excited. We have it on social media, information if you need to get a hold of us. Just check your challenge details because it is all listed in here.
Now, Michelle, for the students that are listening and can't physically get on their phone right now to go to that website, how long will this challenge for the spring 2022 tuition be going on for?
Yeah, so this is a great event. Registration started today, as well as the event itself kicks off on August 30th and runs through November 30th. So there are so many events, activities, and opportunities for students to be able to participate. And it's all to get you career ready in things that we offer through the Career Center. So you can do drop-ins, to have a resume critique, a cover letter critique. You can meet with your career coaches, participate in our job fairs, do mock interviews. Just about anything we offer, career meetups, employer engagement. We have so many opportunities at the Career Center that students don't even realize just the abundance of things that we have available to them. And we want to be able to provide something as a reward for you for working so hard.
Perfect. And I know you mentioned a little bit of the activities that we could get started for within the Career Center, but what do you think the best opportunity is for these students wanting to compete in this challenge?
Again, it's the career readiness part of it, because these are services you're already going to start doing anyway, with maybe doing a resume, but there's other services that you don't realize that will help prepare you through this opportunity. And we want people to think it's not just for juniors and seniors by utilizing the Career Center. We want our freshmen to start utilizing the services because it's kind of pipelining. It's getting you ready, different components, different connections. Students are coming in with credit hours. So it's across the board, so many things that students are going to be able to use.
Yeah, and let's say the quiet part out loud here too, Michelle. I mean, we're giving away tuition because we're trying to get more people to use all our stuff. I mean, that's the reality. Is we hear all the time like, oh, the Career Center is the best kept secret on campus. It shouldn't be a secret. It should be something.
It shouldn't be a secret.
Yeah, it should be something that everybody's involved in. So I think what you've said there to begin with is great. Whether you're coming in to take an assessment to figure out what you want to major in, or if you're coming in to get that resume together because you're going to apply for a job on campus or off campus or whatever it might be, those are good starting points. But there's so much more that we do, whether it's career meetups, information sessions with employers, coming to hear our career coaches give something, whether it's virtual or in person, or just coming to one of our many events that we're hosting this semester. There's lots of ways people can engage. And I want to go back to something you said earlier to make sure I've got it right. This is for undergraduate and graduate students, right?
Yes, it is available to all of our students, undergraduate and graduate, that are students at UNC Charlotte. Whether you're a part-time student or a full-time student, anybody that is a UNC Charlotte student, and you're already paying us tuition, you have an opportunity to participate in this program. And again, all the details are fully outlined for you on our landing page. Again, the Niner Career Challenge. So, click on our website at career.charlotte.edu. You'll see the landing page with the Niner Career Challenge. We'll link you straight to it. Check your emails. I mean, we're always glad and hope you're doing well, but when you get an email from the Career Center, open it, because it's exciting things like this and other opportunities that we have for you guys to be able to engage. And something new that we're talking about right now is building your social capital. So that is something that we strategically want to work with you guys on as we move through this program.
Now, once the students get on the career.charlotte.edu/challenge website, how exactly are they going to be able to navigate them logging in those hours and those activities they do to participate in the challenge?
So the first thing you'll see is the intro, but you're going to see a registration link. You're going to click on that registration link, key in the basic information, and that's what's going to get you started. The key thing is you have to register for the event to participate and have any of the activity to enter you in these random drawings that will happen monthly for the gift cards and at the end for the grand prize challenge. Then, like I said, all the instructions, drop down for you of everything that you need to know is listed in there. Once you do an activity through our office, we do tracking. With you check in for tracking, we have reservations, we have online tracking. So everything is done on a technology basis. So you're not having to write anything on a sticky note and go, oh goodness, I got to tell the Career Center. Everything is tracked based off your 800 number. And you're going to be able to look at that information in Hire Niner or back at the challenge page to see what activities you have participated in and completed. But it's ultimately the student's responsibility to make sure that they're registering for the event, one for the challenge, but registering for the event and participating in the events, because certain things may have certain guidelines.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to note too, is that once you've registered for the Niner Career Challenge, all you got to do is come to our stuff, because we're checking you in everywhere you're at with the Career Center,
Yes.
whether it's virtual, whether it's in person, when you're interacting with us, and that will stack up for you, and you'll see updates of here's everything I've done, just like you're keeping up with how many times you're coming out of the door or something like that.
Yeah, we work real closely with our One IT group and our liaisons. So they will upload that data every week. So at the end of each week session, they'll pull that information and data and upload it into your account. So that way you're going to be able to keep an eye on it and monitor, like, hey, I've got 5 more minutes to go, or, I've hit my total 10, but I want to keep going so I can get more entries. So again, all the exciting details and eligibility requirements are on that landing page.
Now, Michelle, super fun question for you is, what is your favorite activity at the Career Center that you think the students would enjoy the most?
Oh my goodness, we have so many of them. And I think it's going to depend on where you were at too. But, one of the ones I like, because I'm a big part of it, is our career fairs. So our career fairs, those are great opportunities for our students. We have a virtual career fair coming up on September 17th. And when I just looked this morning, we're like at 130 plus employers, and that number keeps growing. We have our part-time job fair coming up in October. But these are ways that employers love connecting with our students. Another great way too, our mock interview program, and just the success stories that we've had with mock interviews, even my own student workers, being able to make those connections just in a practice interview, but getting business cards from these employers, and then getting internships, and some of them even getting job opportunities, for post-grad. So again, there's so many different services. We have a professional clothing closet. There's network and activity events. We connect with employers all the time. So anything connecting with employers is always great.
Yeah, I'll also mention too, one of the first things you'll do when you log into your Hire Niner account is choose your career community. And there's more information on our website about what career communities are, but they're a better way of saying it. They're industry clusters for any major to join if you want to learn about the arts, media, and design career community, or business and logistics, or technology, or healthcare, whatever it might be. Whatever your major is, you can join as many career communities as you like. And I will tell you that there are specific activities each semester for those career communities. And they're everything from exploring yourself through what your options are to, again, networking with employers, finding jobs, internships, things like that. So I would say anything connected to a career community is a really good thing to get involved in.
Absolutely. And it's nice because at UNC Charlotte, not every school has career communities. So we're kind of taking you of not just what your major is, but taking that career community and also putting in your interests, your passions, things that you like to do, and give direction in multiple avenues.
Yes, I personally used Hire Niner to become the main podcast host for Career Bits. And so by going on that Hire Niner, it really opened up opportunities, specifically because I put in that one of my assets was public speaking. So it really does connect you with these jobs. So what advice do you have for the students who are looking for jobs, but they're really confused on how exactly to put in their assets?
Yeah, so, for any student, starting with a drop-in with us would be great because, one, you have to have a resume in Hire Niner. That's required for any person. Your first one is always approved. But starting connecting with our peer professionals, working with our career coaching staff, we have an amazing team of people across all avenues that are going to be able to help guide and direct you depending on that path or what your need is as well.
Well, Michelle, go ahead and tell us again, to these students listening to Career Bits, exactly how they can do the Niner Career Challenge that is going on August 30th through November 30th.
Yeah, so first, open your emails. Check those emails for the Niner Career Challenge. It's going to have the registration link for you, which is career.charlotte.edu/challenge. That is going to be able to get you to the landing page. Click that blue box that says register here, and that's your first step to get started. Again, then you'll be receiving some marketing and different emails through us throughout the challenge, letting you know of opportunities and things that will be coming available for you.
Perfect. Thanks, Michelle, for joining us on Career Bits.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much, and go Niner Career Challenge and UNC Charlotte.